Hey everybody, how you doing today? Hope you're doing fine. I'm doing pretty good myself. So, I remembered how to make these diamond cutting heads, and I had forgotten that I had a diamond cutting head in this project table all along. So, I was feeling a little bit foolish about that. But hey, things don't always go as you are thinking they will. And I think I figured out why I'm having all this flux stuff going on and no aura. This might have something to do with it. Yeah, I remembered that when I was making my thaumium, I had thrown a bunch of iron in to turn into metal essence to just bottle up and store for later. And I forgot to hold shift when right clicking, and that ended up making a whole bunch of iron nuggets and releasing a bunch of iron flux into the air. And that's probably what screwed up my aura so bad. And as a result, this thing keeps on spawning wisps. However, I did not realize that because there's a tree here still. It wasn't until after I chopped down the tree to, try to grow another silverwood and hope that it helped balance out the levels and possibly reduce the flux, that wisp spawned right in my face and decided to start stinging me a bit. Which I suppose I should have expected, given how much black energy is arcing out of this dang thing. But hey, on the plus side, I have a wisp spawner now. The downside is that it's gotta go. But that won't stop me from taking advantage of the fact that the wisps are only going to be able to spawn in here. And who knows, eventually if enough wisps spawn, maybe it will balance out my flux level. I don't know. I think that every time a wisp spawns, it drains a little flux, right? Yes? Maybe? I'm hoping that's a yes. Eh, boy. So, I've gotten most of the factory levels set up. Now just a small balance of machines and other various things, and oh yes, I need to make coils. But I forget how many coils I will need. I already have 10. Let's see. I'm going to need 8 of these things. Each motor is going to require 4. 4 times 8. That's 32. Okay. So I need 32 of these dang coils, and I have 10. I'm one short. Well, I think I do still have some lead down where the bees are being bred at, so I might as well check on the bees while I'm at it. Hello, slime. Oh, there's big slime. Hello, big slime. You annoy me. Sheesh, all the slime. Okay. Now that you're all tiny, just poke you in the face and you'll die. There we go. Hey, I said poke you in the face. There. Much better. So, I had to stop this from producing bees for a bit because they were kind of fluctuating between having 2 freezing traits and having no freezing traits. And it looks like things might be balancing out towards always having a freezing ability, so I think I'm going to leave my bees to have that. Which means I can turn on this thing again, and I already got a common trait out of the bees, so I don't really need to have any more bees. Well, I don't really need to be creating a whole bunch more common bees, other than the fact that I'm going to have to be using them for breeding. Because I need to get some cultivated bees. Why am I carrying you with? Oh, you're going outside. No, you're not. We're going back down the stairs because I forgot to grab the lead I needed. There we go. Much better than going back to the Twilight Forest. Oh yes, one thing I actually need to make for when I go back to the Twilight Forest again is... No... That was not how you spell chunk. A chunk loader. That's not the chunk loader I was thinking of. But it'll work. I have enough diamonds, I believe. Ah, here we go. This is the other one I was thinking of, and that's actually a little bit... Actually, it's about the same, isn't it? Same amount of diamonds, less obsidian, and a little less gold. I might as well use that one. World Anchor works out just fine. What's an Anchor Sentinel do? I have no idea. There's many things which I remain clueless about. It is a warm day out. It's a dry heat though, so I guess I'm glad about that. I'm not sure if I'm glad about it really. I think I'd rather it be fall already where I can have the windows open and the breezes are actually cool and you don't have to worry about sweating. As much anyway. Okay, so let's get you out of there. Gold, obsidian. I'm slowly running out of diamond. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do at all. And the ender pearl in the center, perfect. And since I basically have an infinite supply of ender pearls, I can go ahead and fill this up with all the ender pearls I ever wanted and not have to worry about it for a while. I think if I put it here, it'll keep most of my base loaded. And these slabs are showing up way more often. There, at the very least, it should keep this section loaded. And it should work whether I am in the Twilight Forest or when I'm just logging on for the first time that day and I'm not at the base. It's not that I really have anything to worry about with this, it's just... Well, I kind of like having the sugar canes keep on making me some scrap, because I get extra ores out of that, and that makes me happy. There. It's kind of a waste of ender pearls, but who cares? I certainly don't. You shouldn't either. Not when we have infinite ender pearls. Right. I was going to grab you. Oh, right. I was making some sand. I forgot that. Because I needed some TNT. Oh, there's some flux lightning. Hey, our aura isn't being turned into wisps right now. That's a good sign, I suppose. Maybe? Yes? No? I'm hoping it's good. So now I have to be very cautious when I try growing that sapling next time. Because you never know, it could start spawning a bunch of wisps on me while I'm waiting for the sapling to grow, and then I won't have a containment area for them. There we go. Oh, I did have extra lead in here. I'm foolish. Alright, put the clay in. There we go. That's got to be all insulated wire I need. If it's not, I might cry. But we also need to get some magnets, so we're gonna have to pretty much grab every battery that's up there. Ooh. This place is still a dangerous area. I don't like it when I'm in a dangerous area. Oh, let me in. So, things are improved. I made some brick columns just because it made me feel better about the place. Plus I have wire coming down off of that. Yes, I redesigned where the wires are going because I decided that going all the way down there and then to the side and then all the way back here, that was redundant. Might as well come right here and go forward instead of double backing across the ceiling and the floor. Then over here is where I'm going to have the crystallizers, and they're going to slowly create everything that I wanted for metal. I have all the slag furnaces in place. Bunch of, well, one mixer setup. It's going to require a lot more motors to create all the mixers as well, which means that we're going to need a lot more lead. However, I have found out that it might be a better idea to grind up silver in this thing than I originally thought. As doing experiments in the creative world, I found that a single stack of silver turns into 2 stacks of silver and 2 stacks of lead plus some extra scrap, which I didn't think it actually did. But if that's how it's going to work, then that's perfect. Although the way this is set up right now, it's kind of meant for primarily just, 4 different metals, and silver would be a 5th metal. Yes, small problems, but nothing too serious, I think. How did I say I needed these things? 1, 2, 3, 7 wide. Yeah, they wouldn't fit right here. Even if I slid these over by 1, it wouldn't fit. That's kind of frustrating. Maybe if I made one more subterranean level just for the sake of processing silver. Maybe. It's a big maybe, but I don't really know. I wonder if it's possible for me to use the ME network to automatically put 5 stacks of materials into these things at once, instead of having it so that, the materials just kind of slowly build up and then slowly build up the next one, and then you might not have enough materials in each area. I'm going to have to experiment with that a bit. But for now, let's take these silly lead wires off. Let's see, this is the side with the ladder, so... right there. And right there. Right there. And I need a little bit more in the way of wire to make this work. There we go. So, to the basement once more. To my laboratory, if you will. Oop. I'm getting lots of lag. And I know when the factory is actually processing, I am probably going to get tons of lag. More lag than you ever could have hoped for. Okay, so the iron. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get that out of there. And we have all the magnets we need for now. Which honestly isn't saying very much. Okay. So 4 on each side, even more lead. Jeez. I forget how much lead this stuff needs. Then we need iron. And I'm pretty sure I put the lead in the wrong spot. Yes, I did. Oh, right. It would help if I have the magnets in here, wouldn't it? And we're out of lead now. Which is a stupid thing for me to do because I need lead to make the grinder itself. Gee darn, goodbye. That's right, I think I should still have some being made over here, right? Yes, I have just enough to make at least one grinder. Let me tell you, setting up a big factory like this without pre-planning everything down to the very last detail, it can get annoying. Very annoying. Five iron. Okay. And the motor. Oh, I can't put it in. Is my ME network full finally? That would be something. Something kind of bad, yet... It says there's room, so I don't know why I didn't. Oh, wait. Nope, still don't know why I didn't. But I'm going to need to go and get some more quartz from that Twilight Forest place eventually, since it's actually pretty easy to get stuff from there. However, right now, I think we just need to celebrate because we're going to have our grinder set up. Hooray! You're set up now, and I have one more to just plop down wherever I feel like. So I'll plop you down right here. And you will be useless for now. This wire can go back here. And we just need to replace the batteries that I pulled out of here. I partially put the wire there for decoration, and partially in the hope that it will kind of help keep these things at a more stable level. So let's go to sleep. That way my batteries can start recharging. Then we can go downstairs and grab whatever ore I have left in the network, because that's where I've been keeping my ore while I'm not using my grinder setup. Okay, let's see, I have 43 iron, 26 tin, just a few, and we're gonna leave the silver. That's good, that's also good, that's pretty much it. Alright, so we will use one of these to determine whether or not this actually works. Now, the other one isn't quite set up. There's no buckets of water. This thing is all set up though. Alright, let's run the gold through. It's spinning! Hooray! Spin! You know, if I had enough, if I was smart about it, I would have grabbed some iron to make some buckets down the basement and filled those with water. But nope. I tend not to do things very smartly. If I had done that, I could have had two of these things running. But yes, I don't know how well the batteries will keep up with this if all four setups are running at the same time. It's something that does worry me a bit, but I am assuming that if I have a large enough battery storage, it will have plenty of reserve power for when it's not running anyway. See, bucket is going to go down. Good. I don't see any sludge. And full bucket comes back right as soon as the empty one leaves. Perfect! And this is reducing the clean gold chunks into reduced gold. Now, is it giving me the double? I can't even tell because it spits it out so fast. But yes, this entire setup is working out perfectly. That makes me quite happy. Now let's go check the power levels, see how that's going. It's actually kind of interesting. I can see the battery's power level simply by scrolling over it with the mouse. Or not the mouse, the cursor, the indicator, view indicator, whatever, reticule, that's what it's called. And with the info thing in the upper right corner, it's showing the level on the battery block. That's pretty cool. However, I think I might replace this part with glass. Mainly so I can actually see it myself. But I think that this is going to work out just fine. I mean, look how fast that thing goes. That's gotta be putting out enough power to keep everything charged. So I think that we'll call this episode a success. My flux levels are dangerous. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and fave. I will see you next time. Take care, and goodbye.